Alright, good morning folks. We are headed to our first call of the morning. It's going to be a winch out and a tow. I believe it was for a Altima, and he said it was in a ditch and it need to get towed once we get it out. So somehow the dispatcher was saying it sounded like it was pretty bad, so there's no telling what we're gonna find when we get there. We are headed that way. Right, so we are here. It is way off of the road there. Looks like it's done hit a gate, all kinds of other stuff. Of course, there's a small little road with no shoulder. Traffic get by here so I can get out and see what's going on with this thing. Morning. It's like,
so I'm not in the ditch, but I fell in the ditch.
Right, went through it.
I jumped up here on this driveway.
Okay. It's definitely not the definitely not the worst spot you could have ended up at. As long as, is it still drive like there ain't? Did it seem like you're still running whenever?
Yeah, it's still running.
Okay.
It's just stuck.
It's just stuck.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, but it is smoking. I think the radiator busted.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like it's hung up on nothing, or
Yeah.
Well, I just make sure it's not like sitting on top of a fence post or something that's gonna, because what I'm probably gonna have to do, since it's like kind of like long ways across this little driveway there, is I'm probably gonna have to grab the front and spin it over.
Yeah.
To get it, kind of positioned where we're gonna go straight out with it, But I'm gonna have to spin it. I don't know if it was stuck on something. I didn't want to rip it off, if I needed to be like lifting or something. So. Let me snap a couple pictures here.
Right here, not still.
Well, that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling him. It definitely could have ended up in a lot worse spot. Yeah, that's the only bad spot about right here. Alright, so what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna spin that front end around and get it positioned to where I can load it. Go ahead and get set up for that. Alright, I'm gonna pull up just a little bit, probably kind of back in kind of right here, maybe a little bit. I'll probably have to kind of just barely straddle. I don't want to get too far off in this. I don't know how solid. It seems like it's pretty solid, but I would hate to get off in there. It's kind of wet, so. Flashlight so you can see me. This is absolutely terrible spot to be because of all the traffic. There's no shoulder. Been having a fair amount of rain here lately, so I don't really want to get too far off of what we're waving about here. One lane it. side load this has, I might have to put my space down. Having to run a strap over there to it. Jump up here, make sure I'm not stripping too much cable. About 3 or 4 wraps. Shackled them together. Nah, well, really, it's gonna need to be in park for me to spin it, because I don't want the back tires to roll, because it's gonna go forward into that ditch. So, until I get it positioned to where I could kind of more back in here, we'll leave it how it is. Might try to maybe turn the wheel a little bit to make it roll around this way, but it's pretty close to being where it needs to be. I mean, that didn't really move nothing, but once I go to winch on it here, it'll probably pull it around.
It ain't move at all.
Yeah, no, it didn't move. It might have a hurt tie rod or something. I didn't look to see if that other tire's turned or not, and that would be a pretty dead giveaway there. Oh, I didn't put the link to it. 'Cause it didn't act like it moved at all. Is it turned?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that one's that tie rod or something's hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and start winching it. You can pretty much leave it how it is. It's just gonna do what it's gonna do. So you got a e-brake on, like a foot e-brake, or?
No, I took it off.
Okay, well, try to set it.
Oh, try to set it?
Yeah, set the, all right. Where we're at, I don't need these white lights on. Tends to whitewash my ambers. Bringing fence or anything out with us. Nah, it's coming away from it. It's looking good. Yeah, it's looking good. Doing exactly what I want it to. Front end's dipping down. Gonna try to let off and see if it'll hold. Probably move over to the other wheel. Get the front end to spin over more. It's gonna be stable. Stable. Looks like it's gonna want to go off. There's the ditch there. Just right on the edge of that. Just gonna keep coming around with it. I can load it, but let's come around just a little bit more. I'm gonna put some blocks down on the tires to make it not want to roll, so I can let off. I want to reposition to this side here if I can. That is, I can free spool this thing real quick. Not trying to walk over there onto the traffic side. Hooked up here. just gonna go through. Check all the spokes here. Just when you're doing this, make sure you don't grab a valve stem or anything. Window space here. Good. Tighten back up. I'll go move them blocks. Pull up on that one. Back there. Don't like that. Try to get in it and hold the brakes.
To hold the brake?
Yeah, hold the brake. That way the front end wants to slide. Because right now it's catching this little dip right here. I don't want it to come rolling down this uncontrolled. Got it? There we go. There it comes. There it comes. Okay. Our wheels here. Now back in here, now that we're on the driveway, we're facing the way we want to face. me go ahead and back in and load it up. Walk around to the front. Traffic clear out for a moment here, back in and get this thing loaded up if I can. So we got a break in traffic now. Still gonna be blocking a little bit of traffic probably, but I didn't winch that thing out all the way. Leave some room. Right about there. So leave that way open. Joint's broken.
Want me to leave the brake on still?
No, as soon as I get it hooked and back on the winch, we'll go ahead and throw it in neutral.
Okay.
That way it'll roll up because it's facing where I wanted the back end to kind of slide around to make the front end come over.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have wanted to go right off in that ditch. Swap to my mini J's. Be all over the ground here. There's the front flat. A little bit. Got the whole K member and everything. Frames line on this side. I'm gonna try to move this one back a little bit. This one feels like it's a little more what I'm looking for. now we can go ahead and put her in neutral and everything. Yeah, straighten the wheel as much as we can. I might have to try to straighten this one depending on how it acts here. That whole upper control arm looks like it.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the K member where it attaches.
Yeah.
Came off, like broke off of there because there's a bracket attached to that, which would explain why it's not wanting to steer, because tie rod's still attached, but it looks bent. So
is there a way to put this in the driveway?
Yeah, we should be able to, as long as you don't got like a driveway that's that big, you know. But
I'm gonna call my wife, she can move the cars out the way.
yeah, nah, I should be able to get it there, no problem.
Okay.
Well, especially once I start going the other way, that should want to straighten out. So make sure that parking brake's released. Is this does it have an electric? Okay, no. Yeah, go ahead and put it into neutral. All right, and then try to straighten that wheel if you can. Keep coming. Keep coming. Right there. That'd be good. You can go ahead and leave it just how it is there. I'll probably have to make a couple little small changes, but this is like barely hanging on here.
Yeah, it's cool. Just snap it off.
Okay, I want it to fold back, and I'll just lay that there for now.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Dragging nothing. Looks good. Right, let's straighten that wheel up a little bit now. Get it to come away from the railing here. This one side ain't doing much of nothing, but I go a little further forward with it, but I don't know how well that one's going to straighten up, so I don't want to go too far up with it and fight it coming off. Go ahead and this thing rolled up so I can get the road open back up here. Seems fairly stable, so I'm probably just going to try to go back with it. Try to get a couple straps on here. Alright. Okay, we're back. Strapping this thing down. I had to go collect from the customer so he can get on to work. I'm gonna use this strap here. That might straighten this wheel out a little bit. Depending on the situation, a lot of times, stuff like this, I'll take the wheel off, put it on a ball joint block. But this one doesn't seem like it wanted to get into the body or anything. It seemed fairly stable. It's still attached on the upper and the lower ball joints there. A lot of times you can use the strap to bring the wheel and tire around whenever you can't actually steer it. But it's hanging up pretty good there, so we're gonna call that good. But it seems like he was otherwise unharmed. Doesn't seem like any property damage occurred. There's not even a fence on that one side of the gate there. Just barely brushed up against it. So he definitely got lucky. Didn't smack the culvert, that deep ditch there. Like right around it and back up on top. Wasn't a great place to end up, but definitely not the worst situation he could have been in, for sure. We're out of the roadway now. Time to throw all 4 straps on it. Came off there. It's like he spun coming around there. All right, I'm going to head to the customer's house to get this thing dropped off, and we'll be on to the next one. Appreciate y'all watching, and if you would please, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and share, and we will see you on the next one.